Have you ever had a moment where you feel really creative and you want to draw something or paint something? And then 10 or 15 minutes into the artwork that you're creating, the doodle, the drawing, or the painting, you have a different idea. So you grab another piece of paper, another canvas. You start creating again. And then you feel like you're kind of impatient, that you want to get it done. And then you have another idea, and then you start on another drawing again. I was doing that a lot a year ago. I have maybe 200 sheets of paper to where I would get halfway done with the drawing, I would have an idea, and I would start on something else. And I talked about it in my recent video where I've been using smaller sketchbook, and it's helped me because I have a lot of ideas, and whenever I'm using a really big sketchbook, I get halfway through it, and then I have another idea. I put it away, and then I forget about it. But I'll transition back into doing the larger sketchbook soon. I just wanted to practice getting more of my ideas out there, and then work my way through getting back to drawing in the bigger sketchbooks, such as my moleskin and some of the other ones that are about 8 by 10 inches and larger. The one I've been drawing in is the mandalas sketchbook, and it's like 4 by 6 inches and pretty tiny. It's about half the size or less than a lot of my other sketchbooks, but I'm just curious if that ever happens to anybody else, where you have an idea and then you start on something else and you're only halfway done with the current drawing, and then you start having a bunch of other ideas. But things are going pretty good with drawing. I'm getting through the sketchbook. I'm about, let's see here. I would say I'm 70% done with the sketchbook, and I'm going to be pretty excited when I get it done. I don't think I've ever completely and fully done an entire sketchbook. I've done part of sketchbooks, or maybe half, but I want to complete this one, and then I probably have maybe 100 other sketchbooks that I've got to work on that I need done. I have a lot of sketchbooks, but the one I have now, all of the drawings in it are done in ink, and I'm thinking about having like a different series of sketchbooks where some sketchbooks are only ink, other ones are only pencil or graphite, and so on and so forth. But I'm really liking the drawing with the fountain pen so far. I like the convenience of it. I like how the tip of the pen is a bit tougher and sturdier than other pens. Like when you have technical pens or microns, well, especially if you're drawing with a mechanical pencil, you've got to worry about the tip breaking. That's unless you have the Uni Kuratoga. That one's a pretty tough pencil. But I like the convenience of it. I like how much ink it holds. It's just really convenient and nice to use. But I'm really loving the drawing that I'm doing with this. And the drawings that I'm doing is it's with this Lamy Safari, the red pen. And yeah, it's fun. I just woke up today. I slept in a little bit. I slept 9 hours because I felt really sleepy yesterday. And I don't know why I was so tired, because I had 8 hours of sleep. And then today I decided to go ahead and sleep 9 hours. And I feel quite a bit better. But I've still got to make breakfast and eat, and then make some decaf coffee, and then start on my day, start doing some doodles and creating things. But things are going pretty good, and it's been a lot warmer outside. It was in the 90s last week, but this week is going to be in the 80s, so temperature's gone down a little bit. But yeah, not a whole lot going on really in life at the moment. Just doing a lot of drawing, editing videos. I started doing a little bit more poetry and writing, and I'm going to include those in some of my future videos, where I'll have the time-lapse video where you can see me drawing, but then I'll have it to where there's poetry that I'm reading over it, and maybe I'll make it to where the poetry reflects what's in the drawing, so then it kind of matches up. But yeah, things are going pretty good, and I took a break from lifting for about a week because I did a really heavy deadlift, and plus I've been pretty busy with drawing and video editing. I'm mostly focused on drawing at the moment more than anything. I mean, I don't really have any other hobbies that I'm really interested in as much as drawing. I mean, drawing's always been a thing that I just really enjoy doing. And if I had to choose between all of my hobbies and everything, I would definitely choose drawing more than anything else. But yeah, things are going pretty good. I've been wanting to do a little bit more of portrait drawing, but the way that my monitors are set up, it's kind of inconvenient because I have to look all the way over to my right, and it's like at a weird angle to where it like kind of like hurts my neck to keep looking back and forth. So I'm thinking about maybe getting a third monitor, finding like a really, really cheap used one. I mean, it don't have to be anything special. I mean, I try to find one between like 30 and 50 bucks, a really cheap used one. I just need something where I can like see a display in front of me that I can use as a reference photo if I'm drawing a portrait for somebody. Because I've had some people give me requests to do a portrait for them, and I was like, oh, well, I was gonna start it, but and then after about 15 minutes, my neck was hurting me from turning back and forth. But yeah, I rearranged my desk a little bit last night. I set up these two like little like attachment arms that go onto my table, and I put my little action camera on it and cleared everything off and cleaned some things up. But I had papers lying all over the place. It was getting to be a bit messy, and I don't like having my desk area messy because then it just makes me feel, how do I put it? Things just kind of feel in the way, and I feel like it's inefficient as far as my workflow goes with things laying everywhere, because then I pick up a piece of paper and then there's like a drawing that's under it was part way down. I'm like trying to figure everything out, all this mess of stuff. I like to have everything organized and clean. But I'm gonna go work on another doodle. I have one that's like this alien looking character, and there's a lot of stippling in it. But I'm mostly done with drawing with that one. I'll probably be done with that one in another 15 minutes, and then I'll show everybody what that looks like. I want to draw more characters and things in my doodles rather than just completely abstract stuff, but we'll see how it goes. But I'm going to go ahead and go eat breakfast, get some things done, start on some doodling, and I'll see you around. You have a good day, and try to stay cool out there wherever you are. Or maybe you're somewhere where it's cold. But anyways, thanks for stopping by and listening, and I'll talk to you later. See ya.